So remember how the mob, the media, when Donald Trump was president, they either ignored or they were attacking Melania Trump for most of her time as First Lady. Well, now the media mob just found another target. That's the First Lady of Florida, Governor DeSantis' wife, Casey, who, by the way, for the record, recently survived breast cancer. Daily Beast unloading on her for wearing a jacket promoting Florida as a place where woke goes to die, calling her the Walmart Melania, an attack on both women, and comparing her to Lady Macbeth. And that follows a piece from Politico calling Casey's husband the greatest liability, blindly ambitious, the power behind the throne. Apparently, the mob, the media, is now threatening by driven, successful women because they are conservative or are married to or with conservative men. Anyway, joining us now are the host of Outkick's, Tomi Lahren, and by the way, and Outkick host Charlie Arnold. Good to see you both. Charlie, we'll start with you tonight. So, okay, three groups seem, full on, no rules apply. You can attack Christians in America, African-American conservatives in America, and you can attack the wives of conservative politicians, and no political correctness, no woke standards apply.
Yeah, well, first of all, can we just be thankful that they didn't call her the target Melania? Because at this point in time, that seems like it would have been the bigger insult. But to answer your question, this is really just another page out of a tired playbook. The left acting and pretending like they're obsessed with women's empowerment, except when it comes to a conservative woman that they deem as a threat. Quite honestly, I don't care who you want as your president, but to come after a woman who is a breast cancer survivor, a mother of three, a successful career woman, and a trusted advisor to one of the most loved governors in our country feels like an extremely cheap shot. And not to mention the out-of-touch, disgusting jab from this elitist author, because there are millions of hardworking Americans in our country who shop for their clothing at Walmart, and they should never feel bad or inferior for doing so.
Tommy, I had what became, I guess, a somewhat classic Twitter war with Jimmy Fallon because he was making fun of Melania reading a children's book to kids, and she has an accent. And I'm like, you idiot, that is, English is her fifth or sixth language, not her first language.
Yeah, again, they will take any shot at a female if that female also happens to be conservative. They've proven this time and time again. You just had Senator Scott on. It's the same story with him. They really don't care what your identity politics are. What they really care about is that you are conservative, but more importantly, that you are a conservative threat, as Charlie alluded to. They don't really pick on Republican women if they don't see them as a threat to the status quo, to the wokeism, to the woke mind virus. That's why you see them going after Casey DeSantis, because they know that not only is her husband a threat, but she is a threat too. But let's also talk about some of the criticisms of Casey DeSantis. They're saying that she is ambitious, that she is the power behind the throne.
So what?
Since when is that a bad thing? Shouldn't we be telling young women that that's exactly what they should aspire to be? Because don't they applaud Kamala day in and day out, a woman who literally does nothing, and lauds her as this feminist hero? But Casey DeSantis being ambitious and being the powerful woman behind the man, now that's an attack, an assault? I don't think so. I would take that as a compliment if I was Casey.
Yeah, by the way, Charlie, it was Jimmy Kimmel, not Fallon. I can't keep my late-night host straight because I watch Greg Gutfeld, who actually beats them all, especially Colbert. I mean, what message are we sending our young daughters? I mean, I want my daughter to be strong, and she is strong, tough, a fighter, and somebody who sticks up for herself.
Yeah, absolutely. I think when we look at Casey DeSantis and we look at whether or not she is an asset to her husband and in his political campaign to become president, she absolutely is. I mean, F. Scott Fitzgerald said it best: behind every great man is a great woman. She is an absolute role model for women who strive to be, Tommy, like you said, ambitious. She's already put her stamp on so many different policies in the state of Florida while also juggling so many different roles as a mother. Yeah. I think that she does an absolute great job, and I'd say this is the epitome of the type of woman we would want in the White House.
All right, Charlie, thank you. Tommy, always great to see you.